Welcome back to Hardcore Heroes, everybody. Let's roll initiative.
Come on,
Somebody
guys.
else do it.
Do we see any others, Neil, or is it just the four that were in front of us?
Oh yeah,
Who wants?
there
who
are a
wants to
lot.
roll?
There was the 4 there, and then out from behind various other settlements or little bits of foliage and branches, and kind of popping from the water themselves. You think there's more than 10, probably not quite 20. But there are a lot of them, and they come in varying heights. There's some that are like 2 feet tall. There's some that are 3 feet tall. They all carry spears, and they're pretty much all running for you, except for a few that are standing back ready to throw their spears.
Nia, short question. Do they make any sounds? Because in my head, they all do like Ewok sounds right now.
No, there is no sound being made from them
Ooh, creepy.
whatsoever.
They're like fungus men. I don't think they even have like voice
Right.
boxes.
Okay, who wants to?
Somebody
roll?
else do it. I rolled last time.
Avoid responsibility.
Fucking hell. Alright.
Don't roll a 10.
I always roll high, though. I don't know if I want to do it.
Oh!
Why?
The Moldmen swarm at you guys.
19 AC.
The what is that? 6 that are holding back and throwing their weapons.
Don't they have to throw past the other mold men, so they have to do friendly fire? Because they're like they have.
They're
other
throwing them
mold-
like over the other men towards you. You know, you don't throw a spear flat. It kind of arcs if you're throwing. If the ones that weren't throwing were already engaged with you, then it would be firing into melee. But they're like storming across the water.
Neil, don't forget, stone skin charges get not ticked off if they miss.
with below a 10.
Right. Oh, I
And
completely
plus
forgot about your
dex.
stone skin charges. Okay, I still got the numbers marked down.
Plus
And
Dex
plus-
AC.
Right.
Yeah, plus dex or shield. It is 14 with me. If they.
Yeah, I'd say it's 14 for me.
11.
Magical armor, would that count?
So first off, Van Helsing, they roll a 19 and a 20 to hit you. Does that actually hit you fully?
Not through stone skin.
No, not through Stone Skin, but that would have hit you.
They both would have hit me. Yeah.
Okay. You
19
lose.
is my AC.
Right. They both kind of fall off of your. They hit your chest and just fall to the ground. And kind of Malachi, you see Van's skin kind of turn to a normal color.
There it
Oh,
is.
Shit.
Malachi, 2 come
14.
at you. One of them is an 8, which just misses, and the other is a 21. I'm sorry, a 22, but that hits your stone skin and reduces a charge.
Okay, I'm still
Kine,
good.
2 come towards you. That is a 10. No, I'm sorry, that is a 12 and a 13.
Both.
Both hit
Miss.
you, but
Miss.
Not with the dex bonus.
oh, you've
Yeah,
got,
it's got
you've got high dex. Okay.
And
Dex
shield.
and shield.
Right.
14 would hit my shield. Under 14 is.
Okay.
I just.
You take some cover behind a tree as the spears land to your sides. The remaining moldmen charge in. Yes. Okay. I can not math. I think I fucked up my math here. There are this many mold. No. This many. I forgot to count all my moldmen.
Wasn't that a joy?
Yeah. Okay, the remainder come in towards you. And they kind of just split up indiscriminately, targeting you guys. The equal numbers go after each group of you. Displaying an interesting
okay.
hunting strategy.
Don't forget, though, if we're like back to back with each other,
Yeah.
you know, it's not like they can surround us and like 10 of them can get an attack on each of us.
Right, I'm sure you guys can like come closer together and bulk side, move shoulder to shoulder if that's what you want to do.
So
That's
only
fine.
if you.
I mean,
so
if
less
we're being
attacks
attacked
from
from all sides, that's probably what we do naturally.
No, they're all kind of like coming across the water towards you. You can easily like shoulder up before they arrive.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're
I-
shouldering up, who's in the middle?
Is the middle
Probably-
safer or?
Yeah, probably Malachi and Vent. I try to shield him somewhat.
Ah,
Okay.
Thanks, Ken.
So they come in a huge swarm. Some of them going off on the edges, most of them coming right towards you on the front. Van Helsing, these guys are small. They're like 2 feet tall. They're like barely higher than your knee, and yet they've got these like 4-foot spears that they're maybe like 3-foot spears that they're stabbing at you with. They're oddly gray, and they look like they're spongy to the touch. But 3 of them stab at you with a 19 and a 20 and a 4.
Fuck.
So you take 7 points of damage total.
Okay.
Kine, you similarly get 3 coming on the side towards you. For a 19 hits you,
Yeah.
and you take 3 points of damage.
I still
Malachi.
have a stone
No, he's still got stone.
Oh, you've got a stone skin, right? Oh, that means that 2 charges would have been knocked off because one of them was a 15 as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Is he still stoned?
He is still gray and ashy.
Ah,
Malachi,
I am invincible.
2 come at you, 1 with a 3 and 1 with a 20, which knocks off another charge from you.
These are very varied rolls. Like they either roll like 4 or just like 25.
Oh my god.
And am I still stoned now?
Yes, you are still grayed. That's 3, 6, 7, 8. And then 1 manages to come around the side towards Kine for a 15, which hits you but marks off a gray, and the last of your stone skin charges withers away from you. The
Oh, shit.
large swarm of these little creatures, they're everywhere! They're kind of like crawling past each other, stabbing over each other, and they just kind of litter the ground in addition to the ones that are across the waterway.
Okay.
Not all the way across the waterway, like on a little island in the middle of it.
So
I'm-
the majority of them are lined up in front of the 3 of us, right?
Yes, the majority of
Okay.
them are kind of just,
How
scattered
many
in
of
front
them are there in front of us? You know,
like 7,
Four.
8, I don't know, there's a shit ton of them.
could I
Yeah.
aim a fireball so that the radius would just hit that front line or not?
No, because the fireball's got, it's too curved. You might be able to hit 2 or 3 of them here, but you wouldn't be able to hit the whole line without also risking you. And trying to get a
What about-
fireball to go off like inches from you is a dangerous task.
What about color spray? How many could I hit with that?
You could hit D6.
Okay.
You could hit up to 6, and color spray can affect up to 6. So
Without risking hitting us.
right.
Yeah, because that's to the side of me. Take out D6, or you say these guys are small, like.
Actually, you could probably hit. I take that back. You could hit 4 with color spray and no problems. Other than that, you would be clipping into Bastion or Van Helsing.
What about burning hands?
Same thing.
Burning
then I'm
hands
gonna-
would probably be worse because
But make your action right now.
Yeah, well, if I can burning hands to kill these guys without hurting Bannon,
Yeah, you can definitely burning hands and hit 4 with it.
I will do that then.
Okay, roll me a D3 plus
14.
14. Jesus. That is
16.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, it's just guaranteed damage.
Yeah, well, they got a saving throw for half, but half of 16 is still 8, and you knock off 1, 2, 3, 4 of these mold men in front of you just go up in flames. There's a weird hissing sound, and they begin to pop as they go up and fire. Van Helsing and Kine.
I am
I'm
just going
going-
to. Whoever hit me, I'm gonna slash him right back.
yeah. Whoever hit me in
23.
his side, I'm going to attack them.
23 is
slash
a
at them.
hit.
I think I do +3 damage. It's +2 from the scimitar, +1 from strength.
There you go.
Yeah. 6 damage.
You slice one of them into bits. Kine, what are you doing?
Attacking the one beside who attacked me from the right, but I'm not hitting.
No, you're definitely not hitting. Let's roll.
They're too small.
Let's roll initiative for the next round.
Oh, Kine, your turn.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh my god.
Okay. The moldmen from across the way start beating their chests in a unison. Not in a single beat, but in a weird beat, but in unison. The Malachi, when you were burning hands, were you burning handsing towards Bastion or towards Van Helsing?
Well, it's like directly. I'm in the middle, so
So
directly
you
in
can
front.
get the 2 in front of you, Or you can like get the 2 in front of you and 2 in front of Bastion, or 2 in front of you and 2 in front of Van Helsing with the way that you arc it, right? Because you're all kind of in a line, so you can shoot it down the one edge or the other.
So I'm killing the ones in front of Kine.
Okay. Van Helsing, that is 3 attacks against you this round.
Okay. 19 AC.
10, 7, and 6. All
Excellent.
misses. Bastion,
Neil, if one comes out of the brush that looks like a clear leader, like a chieftain, let me know.
what would a chieftain look like?
Bigger than the others. Yeah, bigger than the others. Maybe like better dressed. Like he has.
They're all naked.
Okay, then just like like a guy who's bigger than all of the ones in this group.
It looked like the bigger ones stayed back on the island.
Okay.
And maybe as a leader would have. You said they have leaves or plants hanging off them. A leader would maybe have some sort of decoration with plants. Just to.
Kine, 2 of them stab at you with a 4 and a 7, which do not work. And the ones across the way break into a charge towards you guys. That gives them, they can close with you. Malachi, 2 of them come straight for you with a 6 and a 22. 22 hits you. Thank God we're not using criticals. You take...
Stone Skin.
Oh, right, Stone Skin. You still have a charge.
I don't know how many. But...
Yep, you still have charge. The 22 hits you and deflects to the side. And
am I still grey?
You are still stone-skinned.
Yes. Value spell.
2 more come after Kine to fill the ranks of the ones that missed him, that died in front of him. One of them hitting you with a 21, Kine. You take 3 more points of damage. And you see 2 more are still back on the island beating their chest in unison.
Okay.
Those ones bigger than the rest. Or...
Yes. Well, they're maybe about the same size as the ones that charged across. It's kind of hard to tell. You know, it's not like they're not going up in increments of half foot, but there's clearly different heights of these creatures.
So, can I color spray the 2 in front of me and some more in front of Kine?
You can, yeah. Again, you can hit the 2 in front of you and the 2 in front of Kine, or the 2 in front of you and the 2 in front of Van.
So the 2 in front of me and the 2 in front of Kine. It's D6,
Okay.
right?
D6, yes.
3. So my 2 and Kine's 1.
Neil, with these things being so small, is it possible that a slashing weapon could cut through 2 at once?
Yeah, I want to ask that too.
Like they're made out of some weird spongy texture.
If we weren't doing rules as written, we might be able to make an argument for that. But a dragon attacking 15 goblins can only kill 1 goblin at a time.
Is there anything on weapons size larger than oneself?
No.
Damaging one?
No.
It probably isn't a thing. That's very
Nick,
high
all
fantasy.
3 collapse to the ground unconscious.
I will attack the one still standing in front of me.
Alright, there's 2 next to you. There's one on your left side and one that's kind of like on your back corner.
Okay, I will
Van
attack the one on
Helsing,
my
you've
back.
got 2 in front of you and 1 on your right side.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will attack the one on my right side.
Nick's to your right side.
Jesus Christ.
It's great. Nick is
I
to your
just-
right side, so it's good that you missed.
Yeah.
The Moldmen are on your left.
I just attack one of the ones in front of me.
What the fuck?
I hit him
Hit.
2 ones.
for 6 damage.
Well, you can't track everything and be effective in combat.
That's true.
Okay. You guys have dropped 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 Moldmen, including color spray.
Did
That
I
is
kill one of
more
them?
than half of them. Yeah, you killed them.
Okay.
That is more than half of their numbers, and the beat being played from across the pond changes into a completely different beat with a much higher tempo as we roll initiative for round 3.
I got it. 9.
It's
Jeez.
1 better.
9 indeed.
What do you do, Neil?
The Moldmen pull back. The ones
Excellent.
across the river give them covering fire by throwing their spears, but the ones around you all kind of make a fighting withdraw, which does not provoke attacks of opportunity. The ones across the river hurl their spears, both of them aiming for Malachi. A 5 and a 13
Miss.
will miss and hit your stone skin, right?
Well, I would say that the spell armor being magical armor probably counts like a shield would.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have armor on?
Yeah.
But you would take damage toward that armor, wouldn't you?
No, because I didn't take any damage.
Yeah. It misses. They both missed. They don't take off stone skin charges or anything. The remaining moldmen are making a fighting withdrawal.
I will
Turn.
fireball the group of them as they're retreating.
Well, they're kind of so there's the ones on Van and ones on Kine, and they're breaking off in 2 separate directions. So you've got 3 pods of moldmen: the 2 across the river, the 2 next to Van Helsing, and the 2 next to Kine that are running.
Did they get attacks of opportunity, or they don't
No,
fight it withdrawal?
it's a withdrawal. Yeah. Who are you fireballing?
No, I'm not
Magic missile.
gonna save it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll magic missile one of the big ones.
Okay. Make me a roll. Level 7, so that should be 3d4?
44.
44?
12.
Okay. It does not kill the mold man.
Shit.
Van and Bastion.
So they're all running away.
They're all making a withdrawal.
All right.
How
I'm
injured
gonna-
does the big moldman look?
The one
Like-
that he hit with a magic missile?
Yeah.
Not at all.
I'm gonna pull out my bow
They
and
look
start
like,
shooting.
they're fucking fungus things.
Yeah.
They don't
Van's
look...
Van's gonna pull out his longbow and shoot at the big one.
Yeah,
that
me
hits the
too.
magic missile.
Okay, both of you make me attack rolls.
23
Hit.
plus 1.
11.
2.
2, 11 is not a hit.
I do have a second attack.
Yeah.
So does Kine.
Yes, but they're pretty small, and within the round, they can kind of shrink back to enough cover that you would get they'd have like 90% cover.
They already had their go.
Yeah, that's true.
We
Yeah.
would get our second attack before they get to move again.
No, it's
Guess
true.
I-
This is the round.
Yes, okay. So what I was doing is I was letting you guys, I was having your attacks occur partway through their move instead of at the end of their move, so that you
Yeah.
wouldn't get the penalties to hit, because after moving... What's their movement? They have a 12 movement, same as a person, so after moving 30 yards, they would have been in cover pretty heavily.
Wait, the little ones move at movement rate 12?
Yeah, they scurry really fast.
The big one, too.
Yeah, they all kind of split and scurry.
Okay.
But I can still shoot at the big one.
Sure, but he's in cover. It would have been a 90% cover if we had just made your attacks after they had completed their move, but I was kind of
90%.
blending them. Yeah.
Yeah, if they're just like gone in the brush, Van
Yeah.
will-
Help me kill the ones that passed out.
I'd pull out the scimitar and start killing the ones who are asleep on the ground.
Okay. You hack them to bits. They're
was-
spongy like mushroom.
That was a couple of the bigger ones as well, wasn't it? The ones that got color sprayed. 2 of them were the
Yeah.
big ones.
They charged.
So, there's a whole range of heights. Bigger than the smallest ones, but they're not the biggest ones probably.
Okay. Well,
Van,
Right. One thing here, the ones who threw their spears, can they move normal?
they get half move.
They get a half move,
Yeah.
but they're already across the island and they
right.
back
Yeah.
into the water on the other side.
All right, Van's gonna cast a healing spell on himself, and he's at full again.
Well, that was something. Never fought against enemies so low to the ground before.
We should clear out quickly. That seemed more like a scouting party. I don't want to meet the main force.
great. Let's keep going.
Do we want to head deep into the swamp? I don't know.
Might as
I
well.
mean, we have to, really. What else? Otherwise, this has been a waste of time.
Kine, how injured are you?
Well, it's more like a deep scratch. I'm missing 3 HP from
Okay, I think I'll. What's your max? Like, how injured do you look?
28.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
You look like you have like a small scratch. I'm like, yeah, fuck it.
It is a deep scratch, nothing more.
Sure. I guess we dress the wound so it doesn't get infected.
Okay. You The moldmen have vanished. The swamp returns to its insect-laden, squeaky noises.
You two don't think they have anything on them? Doesn't look like it.
I feel alright.
I don't really want to look around. I think we can just chalk it up to.
Yeah, we should go.
I'm sure they haven't got much use for gold.
Let's just keep following this waterway.
Okay. You guys continue along this waterway, and it's long, and it just kind of keeps extending further and further. And maybe another half-mile passes, and you round a bend, and the waterway just opens up into this big, big wetland. It looks like a lake, but like a really shallow lake. And there's no cover for maybe like a half-mile all the way across, except for there's some trees here, but no large amounts of cover, just the occasional tree sticking up, or maybe a rock here, or a fallen log. The perimeter of this would be huge for you guys to cover, and it looks like it has all sorts of little water tributaries that branch off in different directions.
I suppose there's no buildings in the middle of the water.
No.
On the way, I don't spot any tracks.
No.
Fuck.
So it looks like either they were, boarding a boat and...
Yeah, I think they probably got on a boat when they were in the top of the river.
I stab into the wetland. How deep is it?
Right at the edge of the shore, it's only ankle deep.
Okay, so it gets deeper, I would assume. Like, stabbing a little bit further in, it seems like it just keeps going deeper and deeper.
It's a lake.
Could we make a raft?
Tomorrow, we could walk on it. Or actually in an hour, if we find a safe place to camp for an hour.
As we've been walking through the swamp, Neil, is the idea of a safe place to camp laughable, or is it feasible to try and find somewhere that we could, try and sleep?
It is pretty heavily forested. Is there anywhere?
Pretty heavily forested. You might be able to find a thicket to camp down in. I don't know how safe that is, but you could probably find a place that's, out of sight. Unless the moldmen are tracking you, in which case you might be attacked while he's asleep, or maybe if something big comes along that doesn't really give a shit about your cover and smells you. I think it's up to you guys to determine the safety of camping, but you could find cover that would reduce your visibility.
Where are we on the map?
You have no idea.
No idea?
I mean, you entered through that north area by the river, and you've been walking for a while, but...
In which direction?
Down the river.
Southwest, yeah. Southeast.
Can I guess how far we've gone so far? About so-and-so miles?
But you've been doing a lot of walking along the edge and kind of going around this, and it's been 4 or 5 hours. But there's been pausing while you scout around this area to find the tracks again. So it's been slow going. Maybe somewhere between 2 and 4 miles ish.
If you were to sleep now might be a good time to locate that black robe.
I'd have to sleep first.
Yeah, if we do the nap.
I mean, could we head out of the swamp first, then we could just make our way back?
We're quite far from the edge, aren't we?
Exactly where we are, and
why not just come back tomorrow?
Well, we would have to find this place first.
We can mark our way back
right now in the swamp.
We can just mark trees on our way back.
If we just go perpendicular to the river.
Well, maybe that would work.
We could try and climb a tree.
Well, one thing I know, we shouldn't head much farther east or southeast, because we have been going for a couple of miles now into the swamp, and I don't want to go much deeper right now, not without having prepared anything, because we heard what I said about a hydra deep in the swamp, and that is one thing I don't want to encounter here.
We have to find this place, though. I mean, Do you think it's worth traversing all the way out for you to sleep for an hour to walk back in? I mean, could we not?
We could sleep overnight. Come back tomorrow.
We
You'd be
could
able to get
try
these spells done
to.
too.
We could try to go the way back we came.
It's possible.
Back through the Moldman's territory. I don't know.
Do you have a better idea?
Walk
I mean, if we go another
perpendicular.
direction, we might just run into another Moleman's territory.
Oh, swamp is full of dangerous territories. So
Well, if you want to leave and camp outside, then
I mean, if we're going to make camp, it's going to be outside. I think it might actually be a good idea to just leave the swamp, mark our way out with the dagger as we head out. Sleep overnight, come back tomorrow.
we could. Maybe we could just head west or southwest.
that's what I'm saying. Like perpendicular to the river.
All right.
Because it's the river that causes the swamp, right? So if you walk at 90 degrees to the river, presumably that's the fastest way out of the swamp.
But at this point, the river is difficult to spot. This waterway might be the river, or it might not. Like, really, the river kind of spills into a swampy area and then kind of spills back out. I guess the image on the map is kind of misleading.
Yeah,
We
but
can we can determine where west is, right?
Yeah, if you look up, see the sun, you generally know it's heading that direction. You can figure out west.
If we follow Van's idea and just mark trees on our way southwest, we probably find our way back here. But we should go now. If we go.
Yeah, I don't think standing around here talking is our best course of action. I think we should head out, make camp for the night, come back tomorrow.
okay.
I mean, if their hideout really is in this swamp, I don't think it's going anywhere overnight.
All right.
Let's go. Van, do you keep signs
Yeah.
on trees?
So we're walking back out the same way we came in, right? Going back up along the river. Okay.
So Van is marking trees such that like they're on the side of the trunk that we'll be facing when we come back in this direction.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you start making like marks in trees as you walk.
Yeah.
You guys skirt around the big waterway, make your way back out towards that north exit of the swamp near the river.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just make camp around here.
You guys make camp there, and it's 4 plus 3 plus 4, so 8. It's been like 11 hours, 12 hours. The sun is beginning to set as you guys make up your camp.
All right. Van's going to do the same thing and just nap for an hour and then keep watch over the night.
Okay. I get to sleep.
Right.
Yep.
You guys go to sleep.
I have the first watch, then Van.
Yeah, so Kindness first watch, and then Van wakes up after an hour, and once he's done memorizing new spells, you have a... So yeah, he burns a few spells, he naps, and then after he's done
Do you
memorizing...
have a heal spell you can burn on me?
Yeah, I'll go and drop a Cure Light Wounds on him before I go to sleep. You're good.
Nice.
Okay. Van, you're watching. It's late at night.
Yeah.
The sounds of the swamp are still alive and well where you are.
I think we headed like 10, 20 minutes away from the swamp.
Okay, so maybe the
Like,
swamp
yeah.
sounds have diminished.
Yeah. I don't think we wanted to camp with our backs like right to the entrance of it.
Yeah.
Let me grab my spells for the night before you make any shit go down.
The spells that you memorize via the nap.
Yeah. There's that. Okay. I could take 2. I don't want to take 2 of those. All right. Here are my spells. That's Twitch chat. Not in there. There you go.
Okay. So it's your watch. You're waiting. You know, the Not a lot of light filtering through the trees here to where you are. You just hear the croaking of frogs in the distance, the buzzing of insects, till you hear the familiar sound of a sturge coming your way, or a cluster of sturges. Probably not as many. It's not as loud, or it's not as packed in the air. But there's definitely a sturge nearby.
So what I'm going to do this time, I'm not going to pull out the light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to wait and see if they keep getting closer, or the sound keeps getting closer.
Okay. It buzzes around for a while, 5-10 minutes, and then slowly fades away.
Okay.
Then another 15 minutes later, it's back. Starts getting a little bit closer, and then fades away. And you find yourself like constantly threatened by sturges, not quite showing up. And then at some point during the watch, the sound's getting louder, and it's getting fucking louder. And then all of a sudden you see, actually maybe hold on, let's roll for surprise. Yeah, you totally spot this sturge like buzzing past you, like it's like flown past the tree that you're in.
Can I like slash at it when it goes by? Because I assume I have my weapon out if I'm
Sure.
here.
Go ahead and make me an attack at +2 for back attack and 1 for surprise, so +3.
So +9.
Dear God.
Fuck it up.
27.
Yes.
You hit the sturge. The innocent
For 4
sturge that was
damage.
not seeking to suck your blood or anything.
Look, I hate mosquitoes, okay?
Oh yeah, they all deserve to die.
Yeah.
They serve no real purpose in the world. You hit it for 4, it does not die.
Alright. But it goes
and-
flying off. Does it learn its lesson, Neil? That's what's important here.
It
Or does
does
it-
learn its lesson.
Alright.
You slash its wing, it's clearly like fumbling and it like lurches away to the side. You find yourself batting away sturges for the most of the night. I am
that's
going to
fun.
make a couple of combat encounters with you where sturges are actually coming directly after you. The real question here is, are you waking up the party for when...
If there's like, if it seems like, so that one was just like by surprise, a sturge flew by and I swatted at it.
Yeah.
If it seems like we're being attacked by sturges, legitimately, I'm gonna wake the others up.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's role play
if the sound
through...
gets actually if it gets louder, like there's a pack of sturges, I'll probably
Right.
wake.
So we're gonna have a couple of one-on-one battles with Van just batting away fucking mosquitoes in the night because the swamp is
Alright.
annoying as hell and it has to be.
Short question here. Do I get combat XP for these sturges as a warrior? Giant just
Yes.
just mentally battling sturges.
I don't know. We should just do away with experience as a whole. We should all just stay this level forever. Give me a quick initiative roll, Van.
Sure. 1.
All right. So another sturge presumably comes at you sometime in the night.
Okay.
While you're sitting and watching over your friends.
Bear in mind that when I do get into a fight with one, I'm gonna have 18 AC because I'm gonna have the light instead of my shield, so that I can actually see what I'm fighting.
Okay. Sure.
So
Does that
I'm
mean you have the
glowing-
light out in general, like during the night?
No, I have it like wrapped up in a blanket, right?
Okay.
Like
I just-
we have it wrapped up, and then
when
I pull
this-
it out whenever I get attacked.
Right. Whenever it gets loud enough, you pull it out. So there'll be a few
Yeah.
times where you pull it out and something flies away, or maybe
Okay.
it draws the light in. But go ahead and make me a roll to hit.
13,
Is a hit against this new sturge.
8.
Does not kill it,
Damn
and
it.
it makes a land towards you, but you bat it away with your shield. And we roll initiative.
Are we not waking up from the sound of Van fighting against the sturge?
You probably are.
Okay.
I think it's maybe not a super restful sleep, especially when he pulls out this stone that's bright as daylight, and you can only shine it so well. Also, how are you shining a stone and carrying a shield and holding a
I
scimitar?
said I'm not carrying my shield.
Okay.
I have the stone instead of the shield.
Got it. 5 beats the sturge,
Okay. 16 is gonna be a hit.
brings
so
it down. It has 1
4
HP.
damage.
What is going on?
Go back to sleep. It's just mosquitoes.
Right. So it's a semi-restful night of sleep for you guys. Van, you probably by the end of the night, you're kind of tired. You've been walking around and swinging your sword at sturges. We won't have to roll any more encounters. They're pretty shitty monsters, and none of them come into you in packs this time.
All right.
But you find yourself just like tired by the time the sun comes up. Malachi,
Would you say that I'm
and-
tired enough that I could just take another nap? Because like usually it's you can't do it in an 18-hour window because you're too rested to do it again. But if I'm tired when the sun comes up, can I just nap again?
You could probably go to sleep for a few hours, not enough to regain spells.
No, I don't need regain spells. I haven't cast any. But I'm saying, like, I have the nap spell that I just rememorized.
No, it's magically will not work for 18 hours.
It says that the reason is that you're too rested. So if I'm tired,
I see what you're saying. Maybe.
it says because the rest is so complete and rejuvenating. Oh wait, hold on. Does not feel fatigued after walking. Attempts to use nap more than once in an 8-hour period are ineffective. The character is simply not sleepy.
So I think you're fatigued, but you know the sort of fatigue where you're like, oh god, I just want to lay in bed, and then you lay in bed and you're like wide awake. And you're like, I am so tired, my muscles ache, but there's no way in hell I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
You know. Let's see. So Van, you could memorize spells because you napped.
I already did.
Yeah, right. Malachi, you got some semi-restful sleep tonight. The light coming on and off, the constant
he can
buzzing
sleep in,
sound.
right?
Yeah, you can sleep in. It'll be late. We'll say you get your spells, but you're going to end up getting like 12 hours of sleep instead of 8.
Okay.
Right.
So we'll kick back in later in the morning, maybe like 10 or 11 when you guys start heading out instead of early.
Sure.
Neil, I want to cast a stone skin and then rememorize a 4th level spell.
Another stone skin for Van.
So you have a 1 hour to cast a spell and rememorize it, but if it takes you 4 hours to memorize Stone Skin...
No, 40 minutes.
I'm sorry, if it takes you 4 hours to memorize Stone Skin and then you cast it, then you would only have like 19 minutes left to memorize a new spell.
So that wouldn't work.
Yeah, you couldn't memorize, cast, and then rememorize a 4th level.
Don't do it.
Okay.
He could rememorize, but then he wouldn't be able to memorize any other spells, right?
Right.
Well, no, it's just that you've got an hour after you cast your first spell.
No, within an hour you can cast spells and still memorize spells.
Oh, okay.
Or if you don't cast any spells, you can just memorize spells until you're all memorized up and then keep going out. But if you start casting spells within the first hour of waking up, it is disturbing enough that your rest will only extend to the end of the hour after you woke up.
Right. Yep. Okay. Well then, I
You all
have.
good? So what is the plan? You guys are going to walk back
Gonna
into
go
the
back in.
swamp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how are you going to find this place, this unknown place?
So
Well-
we have locate object, which extends out 130 yards, and we're gonna have water walking, which will let us walk across this sweatland.
I don't know whether to take fly. What do you think?
Seems fine. Go for it.
Yeah, but instead of slow.
Oh, I'd take slow instead, because I mean, like
If
fly.
we find them, we're gonna have to fight them, aren't we? So
Maybe not today. We might just find them, mark the location, come back tomorrow.
Take slow.
I'd take
Yeah.
slow.
all right.
Okay.
So we're gonna make our way back to the where we left off yesterday, the wetlands, and then once we get there, Van's gonna cast a few spells.
All at the start of the waterway or at the...
I'm gonna cast locate object once we reach the waterway, and I'm gonna start looking around there because I feel like we might have walked past something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
That's where
locate
the
object
trucks-
and look for a robe, like just robes in general.
I say to him, don't think that wouldn't directly work because Malachi is wearing robes.
No, he's
Just
not.
different-
robes? He wears like
I don't think
wears
I am.
clothes.
Like
yeah,
a
he probably
jacket.
wears like travel
Long
clothes.
jacket. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Here's a picture of Malachi right here. He's got like a jacket and shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like
okay.
robes are more. That's like formal wizard wear.
Yeah.
That's like when you're going to Hogwarts.
Okay, so you get to the beginning of that waterway.
Locate object lasts 8 hours. It goes 130 yards.
Fantastic. And then
Once we
you
get to
walk,
the
or then you
wetland.
cast water walking there.
Once we get to the wetlands, I'm going to cast water walking.
Well, the waterway
So-
is the wetlands.
Like once we get to the big lake that we've got
Okay.
to.
How long does water walking last?
80 minutes and it will hit all three of us, so we can all use it.
All right. Before you get to the big open lakey area,
More.
before you even get to the area where the mold men attacked you, your locate object starts going off.
Excellent.
You feel yourself pulled northward towards one of these like small islands out there in the water.
It might have been one of the cultists was captured by Moldmen. Malachi, do you have invisibility?
Yeah.
You could use it to go scout up there. Can we like circle around this island at all to try and pinpoint what island
Yes,
it's
you
on?
could head back the waterway and back up the other side if you'd like.
Yeah, I
it's
wanna
pretty
confirm it's
clear.
on
Like
that.
your locate is pretty focused. Like it's here and down actually.
Down.
Down.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's at a slight angle. It's like towards the water. Maybe it's under the water. Maybe it's like a dead body in the water.
Slight
Can you-
angle? It's a slight angle. What I'm gonna start poking our walking stick into the water then, and I'm gonna try and feel out this whatever this thing is.
Yeah. So there is a here's our water, right?
Mhm.
If Van Helsing's over here, you're looking down at an angle.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple things. We need multiple objects to be held. All right, let's make sure this makes sense. So if you're looking downward at an angle, it could be just in the water, or it might be underground but further back. You know, because you're looking at
Okay.
an angle.
So here's what I want to do then. I want to start walking around like circumnavigating it around the edge. I want to see how much that changes the location so that if I can gauge whether it's closer or further away.
Scroll down towards the Tether Wilds. I'm going to make a little doodle here.
Okay.
Let's change this to blue. So we got this like weird waterway thing like this, and there are occasionally like small island like things throughout it.
Right.
So if you guys are like, let's say, I'm going to change my colors up. If you guys are here when you spot something in this direction, and as you come along this way, it keeps pointing in that direction.
Right. What I'm trying to get is I'm trying to like walk a small distance around and see how much that changes where I'm looking. So I'm trying to see if it's further away or closer up. Because like if it's
Each
close,
time it's pointing towards this island.
that
Yeah, it's
island.
going to be the island.
So I suggest we start making our way to that island.
How big is that island?
40, 50 feet across.
Not very big at all.
Pretty small.
Might be an
Nothing
entrance.
on it.
Do you want me to go on
well,
my own?
there's bushes and there's like a tree growing up on the side of it.
Yo,
And there's
Malachi.
like a rock, you know.
Yeah, Malika, you go up ahead, cast invisibility on yourself, and see if you can find any sort of entrance.
All right. What if it's trapped?
Don't open the entrance.
All right. Are you sure we shouldn't all just go? I feel like I should save the invisibility.
We can.
Yeah, I think we should just go. I mean,
All right.
if they were
You know,
watching, they'd
How
leave us by
deep
now.
is this water, Neil?
Well, at the very start, it's not that deep at all.
Yeah, like if it gets more than waist height, I think is where we need to start thinking things through.
You two, I meant to ask. We know that these Kotas has someone with magic between their ranks. Do you have any dispel?
Nope.
Nope. You
It's
can't
easier
dispel
just to-
magic items anyway. It
It's
like
just easier just to kill them.
yeah, magical items they dispel for like 1 to 4 minutes. It's kind of useless. Or it's not useless, but it's incredibly niche.
You know, if this place is underground, maybe we should come back tomorrow.
Let's see if we can find the entrance first.
We could do to them like we did to the goblins. Smoke them out. Or
You
I
may
can flat them
open
off.
the hedge, throw a fireball
I could
in.
summon giant ants if we're underground. But yeah, we should let's see if we can find the entrance first.
Giant ants. What else lives in these swamps, by the way? Anything big?
Hydra.
There's the Hydra.
Anything that we've seen before, maybe?
Um,
Trolls?
we've seen a troll. I guess trolls might live in swamps. Seems like a troll thing to do.
Oh, I hope not for them.
Well, I'm just trying to think what I could bring into existence?
You could do a chimera.
Oh yeah, God knows that they're everywhere. Giant spiders.
Giant spiders would work. I'm not sure if giant spiders would be the ideal. I feel like a chimera, an owlbear, something big.
Yeah, I'm thinking something that might be able to sneak down there and fight them.
You could summon a horde of mudmen.
Yeah, the spell's weird in that way. If you summon weak creatures, there's a chance that they're unstable and just will fail to materialize.
Let's. I think chimera might be a good idea.
I think the chimera is a little bit beyond my capabilities for now.
Also,
Owlbear?
could
An
be.
owlbear, sure, or a griffin.
Ooh.
But the griffins weren't really here, were they? Do you see griffins around this area, Neil? Or are they more by Clydesdale and Redport?
You don't really see owlbears here either.
There are griffins in the Tether Wilds,
Okay,
I believe.
cool.
I'd have to check my encounter table, but I think there are griffins in the Tether Wilds.
You could summon crocodiles.
That could work.
Yeah.
Giant crocodiles.
If it's an underground tower, though, I mean, I think a spider's more likely than a griffin or a crocodile.
What do you guys do?
So we're gonna wade across to this island, right?
Yeah.
And we're kind of gauging how deep the water is as we go toward it.
Okay. The water starts out at like ankle deep, and maybe 7 or 8 feet out there, you're at your knee level.
That's fine. I think if we get up to like, I don't want to burn water walking just to walk across a small gap, right? Like I'm just gonna keep jabbing with the stick to make sure we don't step on anything.
Yeah. You guys make your way across.
Okay.
Until you've come across, you make your way to this little island. You pull yourself back up. The water, it's rather steep incline onto this island. Not an issue though, because you're only maybe thigh height when you get there. You can scramble onto this little island, and give me a wisdom checks, everyone.
Sure.
Instant wisdom checks.
You say into a wisdom.
Pass.
Instant wisdom.
Oh. Fail.
Pass. Kind seas.
Malachi, you're like dust cleaning off your robes, pulling the moss out of it, and there's all this crap all over your stuff. You're kind of gingerly putting your spell components back down to their normal places. Van Helsing and Kine, you quickly notice that those things you thought were rocks earlier are actually like carved rocks, like parapets that you would see on the top of a wall or something that have just been crumbled by time and have things crawling all over them. It appears that and there's a bunch of them all around, and some of them are hidden by dirt, and some of them have like logs over them, and some of them are broken. But you get the impression very quickly that there is a roof here, like the roof of maybe a 30 by 30 building or something.
Van goes and suggests that we start going back across the water.
What do you want to do?
Shh, go back across. Don't talk here. And Van starts making his way back across the water that we just went through.
Okay, I guess I follow.
Just Neil, as we make our way back, by quickly glancing around, can I spot tracks?
Give me a tracking check. I will add up the penalties on my side. Just tell me how much you clear by.
Just
Exact.
It's exact.
Exact. No, you definitely don't find any tracks.
Okay.
As we're walking back across, I say, are we waiting for a better time, or?
There's a roof
You know
there.
what? We're going to take a break right here because we're going to have to end just a little early today. So we're going to take a break, let other players figure out what they're going to do during it, and then we'll come back for our last 40 minutes of our show. See you guys on the other side of the break. Bye-bye.